If I was starting a wardrobe from scratch today, 20 cheap trends are the last thing I'd buy. They don't build style, they just create closet chaos and waste your money. Here are the only 10 essential pieces you actually need to build the foundation of a lifelong power wardrobe. The straight denim. The primary foundation I'd buy is a pair of medium or dark straight leg jeans, specifically the Levi's ribcage. Clean, dark denim is essential because it bridges the gap between casual and elevated better than almost anything else in your closet. Think of Marilyn Monroe off-duty in the 50s. High-waisted, dark-wash denim that sits high on the natural waist and falls straight down without extra fluff. Light washes tend to feel quite casual, and any distressing immediately limits where you can actually wear the piece. So a clean, high-waisted denim with zero distressing holds its line across a full day much better. The ribcage works because it anchors the waist, gives clear structure through the hip, and falls straight down. But I would always size up 1 or 2 sizes. We don't need a cinched waist. What we truly need is comfort to look great in our jeans. The patterned statement loafer. For a dependable daily shoe, I would choose a patterned statement loafer, specifically in a snake print. Most women assume an everyday flat has to be plain black or plain brown leather. It can be, but I take heavy inspiration here from Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. A snake print leather loafer functions as a neutral, but it gives a simple outfit immediate character. You wear it with dark denim or a midi skirt, and suddenly you look completely put together without having to add 5 extra accessories to force interest. Hi, I'm Bridget Fisher, and after a decade running vintage shops, I know exactly how the fashion industry traps women in trends, status, and shopping pressure. Now I cut through the noise with German honesty. Welcome to the Aura Club. The crisp button-down shirt. Our third piece is a classic button-down shirt in dense cotton or Oxford cloth. Either in plain white or pale blue, this garment brings clean structural lines to the upper body. Think of Patti Smith or Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. The entire success of this piece comes down to the weight of the fabric. A high-grade, heavy cotton maintains its own shape against the body, whereas thin, cheap cotton collapses and looks tired after a few hours of wear. Every time style comes up, it's just another push to buy. And that's exactly why I created the secret Aura Club. It's a space where we get together away from all the noise, the ads, and the algorithms. Every single week, we dive into real, honest conversations about style, aging, beauty, and the ridiculous lies we've been sold, like thinking you have to dress to look thin or that growing older makes you invisible. With every topic, you get aura work, which are simple, direct reflection questions to help you unlearn the bad programming and rebuild your own self-trust. And best of all, you're doing it alongside a community of women doing the same exact thing. There are no affiliate links, no hidden sales pitches, just real conversations. I'll see you inside. The link is right below. The workhorse bag. In the bag category, you don't need a large collection. You need one reliable piece. I'd start with a medium or even slightly larger shoulder bag in brown or black. It needs to hold your daily essentials without being a massive tote you drag around empty. And this is where the vintage principle comes in. High quality objects gain value, character, and aura as they age. And a great leather bag actually only improves with every time you wear it. And that is the exact reason to look for a bag like this on the second-hand market. You can get exceptional leather and solid hardware for a fraction of the original retail price. And to be clear, you don't need a Birkin bag. There are a ton of bags out there doing exactly the same job for a fraction of the price and the hype. Personally, I would search secondhand sites for a medium or large Marc Jacobs Goodbye Columbus bag. I actually own 3 of them, 1 large and 2 medium, and if I lost everything today, I would hunt down the exact same model again without hesitation. The mid-weight knit. Next is a mid-weight knit in cashmere or merino wool. Rather than delicate or plastic knits that lose their form after a few wears, I would look for a piece in a soft neutral like ivory, oatmeal or camel. In a functional system, a knit like this serves multiple purposes. Buttoned up, it stands on its own as a simple top. Unbuttoned over a crisp button-down shirt or a silk camisole, it provides warmth and texture without adding too much volume. Natural fibers are essential here. They hold their shape, they regulate temperature, and age far better over time. The tailored miniskirt. A tailored A-line miniskirt in heavy wool or dense jersey is pure practical utility. It breaks up the routine of wearing trousers all the time without making you feel like you're playing dress up. Where the A-line really wins is pure physical comfort. As our bodies change, especially around the belly and waist, an A-line skirt sits comfortably at the waist and flares out gently over the midsection and hips. There's no digging, no squeezing, and no constant adjusting throughout the day. The essential layering turtleneck. A turtleneck in black is great for uniform dressing. A high, clean neck, total ease of movement, and zero unnecessary detail. It creates a stark intellectual baseline for an entire outfit without trying to draw attention to itself. The value of a thin turtleneck is purely structural. It adds warmth directly at the neck where you actually need it. It frames the face, sharpens your profile, and grounds whatever you put on with it. The 10 pieces we're talking about today are your foundation, but the magic is in how you adapt them to your exact style territory. And that's why I built the basics checklists. They meet you right where your true style lives, breaking every single item down specifically for your aesthetic, whether you're effortlessly timeless, relaxed, modern, executive edge, or avant-garde. You take the quiz, you answer 2 questions, audit your closet, and stop wasting money on seasonal filler. The links are down below. The structured wool overcoat. For winter outerwear, a dark, heavy overcoat in dark gray or black does the real heavy lifting. Skip the generic camel wool coat pushed by every elegant style influencer on your feed. We have far more personality than that. Look for solid construction, high wool content, and a relaxed masculine tailoring. Quality has real weight, it holds its shape against the wind, resists daily wear, and provides genuine protection against the cold for years. It isn't trying to look rich or polished, it's just a commanding, functional piece of armor. The utility trench coat. For transitional weather, a classic trench in traditional tan is pure utility. In the 70s and beyond, Jane Birkin was often seen in a tan trench coat over simple knits and worn-in denim. A dense cotton trench gives you real weather protection, clean structured shoulders, and zero fuss. The utility ankle boot. When it comes to footwear, a durable weatherproof leather boot, specifically a classic Bluntstone, is pure function. Chloe Sevigny has worn Bluntstones for years. They accommodate real daily movement and wet weather without compromising an outfit. A dark, waterproof leather boot with clean lines keeps you grounded and comfortable. And if you want to understand how influencers are quietly destroying your taste, watch this video here, and always remember, confidence looks good on you.